Hey, this is Ronnie.
This is Reese.
And this is Soft 30. And of course, we have DJ Q Waves and we have D. How y'all doing? Dance with me, Reese. Dance with me.
Another Zoom cast.
Yes,
I know. I really miss y'all in person.
It's always Reese or one of y'all. It'll never be me because I be free.
Me?
Yeah, it's one of y'all.
Technically, the funeral was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't have done it anyway because we had the NACA webinar today. So yes, we have official. Oh, sorry, Reese, I'm cutting off your check-in time.
No,
We definitely officially started our first home buyers process. The whole process. Whew.
Like hopefully, when you get your foot in the door.
Quick. But it's gonna be like a year at least, right? I think for me at least a year.
Yeah, I actually want mine to be a year or more. I'm not looking to, do anything within the next 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens quicker than that, then it's.
We sound like scared money over there.
I sound like what?
You know what? I am a little nervous about this. I ain't gonna say scared, but I'm gonna say nervous.
Nervous.
Because home ownership is a lot to do. Like, and I think I got a little nervous because like my friend, she has bought her house, right? It's in Maryland, but she's been in there for a year now. So then she had like 3 floods where she had to continue. Every time she put down the carpet, and she had another flood, and she got to take this shit up. And I'm like, every fucking month. When it was raining all them times, like back in the same row. I'm like, she had to do it like 3 times. And she had to pay each and every time. So I'm like, damn, like that shit you gotta do when you get a house. Like, I don't know, just like stuff like that. I get nervous about.
You gotta maintain your property. You gonna get an inspection. You'll have an FHA loan. They're gonna make sure everything is right. Check the foundation. You'll be good.
Mm-hmm. I really want my house built though. I don't want to I want that one. No, I want it to be built how I like it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's certain things that I'm picky about when it comes to buying my house. It's not a lot of things. Like, I know it'd be easily found, but it's a few things that I'm just like, I don't want, and then it's a few things that's a must have. So that's why I'm like, I'd rather take my time than to go and you're like, I ain't been in the house all this time. So it's like, I might as well just take my time.
Well, building a house dollar for dollar, you should be able to get more house if you build it yourself, especially now in 2020, 21, with the kits and all of the things that's available. The main thing with that is getting a built house finance. The FHA doesn't finance I believe they don't finance the construction of a home. And most first-time home buyers are going to get an FHA loan with the 3.5% rather than a conventional, which would be 10 to 20%. That's your down payment. So if it's $100,000 house, you got to have 20 to put down before the bank will finance it, so you can get below the 80% threshold. But with the FHA loan, that's a federal loan secured by the government, which you can only have as low as 3.5%. But it's a lot of programs that will pay that first time down payment fee for you, like the program you were mentioning. So, yeah, it's not that much once you learn. It's easy, you know what I mean? Pay your bills on time, just like you pay your rent.
And these motherfuckers keep raising up the rent like it ain't a pandemic.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, this shit is crazy. I'm like, first of all, how you gonna tell me you raising my rent in the middle of the month? Well, not the middle. Well, it is the middle of the month,
It's the
right?
middle. It's the middle.
I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, I already paid my rent. Then you telling me I gotta pay more because y'all added on some shit?
Yeah.
And y'all didn't notify me?
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit. I wish I could sue them. Anyway, how was your week, Reese?
My week was pretty okay, a little bit stressful, but I guess I can't complain too much because I'm here. So it is what it is. But it's just I don't know. A few people I know passed within like the last 2 weeks. Been at least four, and then the family is like everybody got high blood pressure, like severe shit. Then just it's just too much sometimes. But I deal with it. I deal with things pretty fine. I think I'm not one of those people that be like, oh well, fuck it, everybody dies. But I am one of those people that keep not too far in the back of my mind that everybody has to die type thing. So and I think that's how I hold it together so well at funerals or when I hear about death or when someone tells me that they're sick or whatever like that. So you know, I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm a G or nothing. I'm not. I'm a crybaby. OT. But you know, yeah. So anyway, what else? Let me see some positives that happened this week. Oh, I presented my PowerPoint business plan in my class. I officially finished the class. I'm super excited because it was super annoying being on Zoom classes. Like I don't like it. I'm an in-person type of person, and it was just like, ugh. But anyway, I did really good in the
Yeah, you did
presentation.
pretty good.
But I lost points because I went over my 5 minutes.
Oh,
I
I know
went
you.
over longer than anybody else. Yeah, I went over longer than anybody else, which I was kind of shocked because when I was practicing, I was at a good 3.5, 4 minutes. But what happened was I ate an edible while I was waiting for my time to go, and it kicked in. It kicked in faster than I like. Normally, my edibles take a
It
good
did.
hour to kick in. That thing kicked in about 20 minutes,
It did. I was
and
tired
I
shit.
ain't shut
Stop
up.
it.
But the judges were saying that it's a good idea, blah blah blah. One guy was telling me about his niece that's doing pretty much the same thing in Virginia, and so it actually turned out pretty nice. It turned out nice. I was super excited about
Can I
it.
just interrupt real quick? The FHA does have a new program, the one-time loan program, where you can buy a lot and pay for the construction and all of that.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah.
but it just take a we talk about it. It's a lot of parameters as far as your process and presenting. You're gonna have to probably prepay to get the construction, the plot, and all of that. You're gonna have it because it's one time close, but it's options.
This is a whole nother language. Mm-mm.
Money talk.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Reese.
But let me see. So what else happened this week? I don't know. I've been chilling. I've been trying to chill more because I know when I start to feel overwhelmed and stuff. But I don't know why I feel overwhelmed. So I'm kind of like I get mad at myself for feeling overwhelmed. I'm just like I shouldn't feel overwhelmed with certain things. But I keep it together. I think I do pretty good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes I get to the point where it's just like I just want to turn my damn phone off. But I be scared an emergency gonna happen. Somebody gonna need me and they ain't gonna be able to reach me with my phone off. And
Mm-hmm.
so but I definitely gotta figure out some more time for me. I did actually get in the sauna this week and things. So that was pretty exciting because I normally don't do a lot of self care during the week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do some more either tonight or tomorrow. Um, yeah. And anyway, tomorrow we are going to do Edible Taco Tuesday or Edible Taco Monday.
What?
everybody.
Am I invited to this?
Yeah. I'll just make sure I make some meat that doesn't have seasoning in it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
And I'll buy low sodium everything that I can buy. Yeah, so this is gonna be me and I's first time trying to make some something with marijuana butter.
That's gonna be lit.
Yeah. This is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, dude, I think that's it for me. For real. I've been so busy with everything. So.
Huh?
I said because I just been so busy with everything.
Oh yeah. I've been busy a lot too. This week have definitely been stressful and sad and a lot. Like I started getting bad news on Sunday last week. And then Tuesday I found out that one of my friends had passed, and it was like really, really bad because I was like just talking
It
to
was so
him.
sudden. He wasn't sick or anything. So
Yeah.
sudden death definitely hit you a little harder.
Yeah, and like we had some plans and stuff that we would be doing and stuff. It's like everything just kind of like broke now.
We actually had a business venture going with him, which is crazy because we don't do business ventures with too many people.
Right.
And so he was one of those people, and
And we can still do it. We can still do it because he had another business partner, but it's just like it won't. I don't know. I don't know how we can do it now. I mean, I'm sure we can. I'm positive we can do it now, but it's just different, and it was just a lot to kind of take in this week because I haven't had like. I don't know. Like we were close, and it was just weird because it was like I was just talking to him, and then now he's like gone, and like what the fuck. So like his funeral was yesterday, and that was pretty hard to sit through. And thank you, Reese, because you were way stronger than me because I could not keep my shit together.
I know.
So yes, I appreciate you.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, and so I took off a couple days this week so I can get myself and my thoughts together. And like I've been going through this whole thing with my blood pressure because it's been up like really, really high because I've been stressed out and going through a lot of stuff. So I'm like, at first I wasn't gonna take off because I'm like, no, I gotta get this stuff done. I need to get the money. I gotta get this, I gotta do this, that. Like keep running around and shit, doing shit. But then like 3 people in a row was like, how you gonna be here for other people, or how you gonna be here to take care of this if you don't get your health together, or if you don't take care of you and all this. And I'm like, okay, you're right. So I took off. Well, I worked from home on Wednesday, and then I went in late on Friday. So technically I still worked, but I did get some kind of rest like throughout the day. So yeah, I'm trying to like work more on my self-care too, and not just worry about other people and other things. And I do understand that, we all are here and we all want to leave at some point. I get all of that. It's just, it's harder for me. I'm working on trying to be stronger and all of that stuff. So yes, I mean, we'll see. But
I don't think it's about being stronger. It's absolutely okay to cry over losing someone or be sad over losing someone. Like that's a part of, grieving. I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of or anything like that. Like you don't have to be strong. Break down if you want to break down. That's how it's going, help you get through it.
Yeah, I understand that. I just don't like that I can like break down at any point or like wherever I was. Like when I first heard about it, I was at work and it kind of like took me by surprise, and it was like people there and I just like couldn't control it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, please stop. Like I'm trying to tell myself to stop and it wouldn't stop. So I'm like, it's people here. I don't want to look. I don't know. I feel like when you cry, it's like a sign of weakness. I feel like
Absolutely not.
In any situation,
I
not
feel
just
like
over
the
cry,
strongest
like,
people cry.
huh?
I say absolutely not. I feel like the strongest people cry. And I'm not saying that because I'm a crybaby now.
I'm definitely a crybaby, but I just feel like certain things don't need to be like cried about. Like, I mean, if somebody died, then okay, yes. But like certain other things, like if somebody did something or said something, you know, like I shouldn't be crying over that shit. And I don't let people see, I don't let everybody see that shit. But like when I get by myself and I think about it, like, oh shit, that was fucked up what they did.
Yeah, I cried about a dream I had the other day. Shit. I woke up with tears in my eyes and then I was just crying. Like, what the fuck? It was so sad.
But sometimes I feel better after I cry.
I absolutely feel better after I cry. I feel a whole lot better. I wish I would have started crying years ago. I waited till I was in my 30s to start, you know, using my emotions.
Mm-hmm. It's like a
cleanse. I was
cleanse.
like, if I would have did this, you know, throughout my whole life, I'd have been way more.
That would have been all right. But yesterday, so let me backtrack a little bit. So the guy that passed, he was one of the owners of Shadows. Yeah, we talk about Shadows all the time. So yesterday, after the funeral and everything, everybody had went back to Shadows. We just had food and drinks and stuff. So when me and Reese only stayed for a little while, and then we came back home. And then one of my best friends came over, and then this couple that I've met in Shadows came over, and then one of my other friends came over, and I'm like, they were saying that, you know, they coming over to, you know, be with me, comfort me, all this. Them motherfuckers was drunk and high and shit. My best friend going back and forth with her dude, and she crying and shit, talking about, I'm so sad, bitch, I'm sad. You supposed to be here for me. Like, be stronger. I'm like, Reese, you on mute.
Dang, I forgot I was on mute. When we was on FaceTime, like all week, the three of us just kept, me, Ronnie, and the friend, we just kept FaceTiming all week, and she kept singing one of these songs, and I can't remember the name of it, and it was so funny.
Funny how I think you, something like that.
Yeah.
Something about to love me too, or some shit.
And I was like, oh, she really going through. I mean, but we all go through it, you know, when we're in relationships or talking to somebody, dating. It's all like, that ain't no easy thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I give up easily, you know, when it comes to things like that. Cause I just like, I have time for it, you know.
And I think that's why I treat like guys the way I treat them, because like I be lonely and like, oh, I want a relationship, and then when I think about it, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, it's too fucking much. It's too much. I don't know.
I feel like it's absolutely overwhelming, and that's why we were talking earlier before we start recording it. Like, oh, well, y'all gonna go to the next level? I don't know. Don't know. Because it's a lot. Everything is a lot, you know. So
yeah, I can't handle the shit. And like this guy, right? We've been friends for the longest time, like years. I think I talked about him before too. But he had wrote me yesterday on Instagram. He's like, oh, what you doing? If you give me like 15 minutes, I'll pull up. First of all, you ain't about to just say you about to just pull up at my place. So I'm like, no, I got company. So he's like, oh, you forgot about me already and you didn't even tell me happy birthday. I see how it is. I'm like, what? Sir, first of all, you can't be coming up and trying to control shit. And yes, I'm sorry I forgot about your birthday, but I'm going through shit too. Like, what? What's wrong with the people? That's too much. And that's just a friend. So I think, relationships should be too much.
You forgot about him already, though? Pearl.
No, he was saying that shit because he thought I had another nigga over here. That's why he was like, oh, you forgot about me and ain't tell me how the birthday shit. Fuck that. And I told him that we ain't gonna never be together because he too much. He too soft. He a girl.
He too much. Okay. I have a question.
That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all keep on calling these men's girls.
Tell them, right, Reese, they need to get a real woman if they want to be with a girl.
Hello.
Listen,
Hello.
that's why I don't want to be.
You know what they say? Every woman is straight until wet. They like noodles.
Everybody, what?
Straight until wet, like a noodle.
Mm-hmm.
And noodle, like a
like
spaghetti
that,
noodle, is straight until it's wet, and then it's
Hey,
whatever.
yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. No, we had this training the other day, right? I think it was Tuesday morning, and it was on like gender and sexuality and stuff, right? And first of all, the whole gay world community have so many fucking terms, and it's ridiculous. So, and then like they was,
You see all the extra stuff they added on?
yes.
So they're talking about
Hold up,
LGBT.
We, say we,
Right.
we.
Ain't no we. I ain't add on shit.
I'm just a
I
part of
wish
it.
I had the thing. Because some of them, it just doesn't make sense to go with the gay community.
Listen,
and that's what we was having. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm not to interrupt, but what I always say, I don't care who you fuck. And then I just leave it at that. Like I don't care who you fuck. And
if you ain't fucking who I'm fucking,
can I deal with you as a person?
You want to fuck. I don't have to care about your sex life.
Then can I deal with you as a person? Because I don't care who you fuck. So now can I deal with you as a person?
And I was like, was having the training. I'm like, half of the stuff means the same thing, and y'all just got different names to it. And I'm like, and so one girl was like, well, it's whatever you feel like you are. You can just be whatever you feel like you are. I'm like, well, I call myself a butterfly. I'm a butterfly. Like everything, and when I post something or whatever, I always post a butterfly under it because I feel like I'm like free. It's a butterfly. Like I like everybody.
I'm a mermaid.
You're a mermaid. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I got a mermaid on my leg. Her titties out, her locks out.
Mermaid. we twins though. So how I'm gonna be a butterfly, you gonna be a mermaid. Well, I can't swim. You can be the mermaid.
Y'all not identical.
You're fraternal.
Okay, I'm the butterfly. But and I was saying, and then, like one of my coworkers, she was like, I understand what you mean, because I was like, I like whoever I like. Like I like pretty girls. I have a type on guys and girls. I can't just sit and talk to anybody. I can connect with a lot of people, whether they my type or not. But like half the time, I don't even know what the fuck I want because everybody irritates me. So, and she's like, yeah, I'm like the same way. I'm like, for real, but I'm not gay, I'm not straight, I'm not nothing. I'm a butterfly. And it was this one little sexy dude. I don't know like what site he worked for, but every time we be in a meeting, I'd be like, I'm doing that in my head. I don't be waiting to him for real because he be like, this girl crazy as shit.
Why you still down to fuck coworkers?
We'll work for the same program. He's working a different program.
She looking for excuses.
That is a messy.
Listen, we work in different programs. We gonna never see each other.
We don't work in the same building. I just have a meeting with him once a week.
Once a week.
It's a no.
Nah, but he's very.
I don't care how attractive you are. If you a coworker, nope.
We just gonna never talk. We don't even see each other, and then we don't like. Well, I never check my like private messages, so I don't know if he ever like wrote me anything. I'm gonna start checking them now.
Why? How come if you like this guy, how come you won't go get him? How come you waiting for him to send you?
Because it's sexual harassment.
Ooh, big facts.
So how come? But why are you waiting for him to send you a message then?
I don't know, but honestly, he's very attractive. But I'm probably not even going to talk to him, even if we do exchange numbers. Like it'll probably be a couple texts or a couple phone calls, and then that's going to be that. I get tired.
curious for with women that are successful in doing things, but it seems like a lot of women are waiting for their their dream person to just come and show up and just be like, hey, I'm your dream person. I'm right here. But
That's what's supposed to happen.
but you be but you be meeting these guys that you would think you would connect with in all these different levels. Y'all work in the same field. You're attracted to him. He, you know,
You light skinned.
you said you was attracted to him, but I'm just
Ain't
saying.
no light skins over here.
But what I'm saying, all right,
Don't mess with them types.
you feel all of this about the person, and you see him, but you like, well, maybe if he sends me a message, why won't when you say something to him? Like, why wouldn't you go get what you want? You go get what you want everywhere else, but in the love department, I'm just saying it from all of these successful women. They was like, I want the man that's this, and I want a man that's that. But then you just sit back and think like, I don't get it.
I think
I don't know.
because
I wouldn't flirt with him over Zoom though, Ronnie. You better wait till you see him in person.
email him. But no, I
Hey,
think
that's the way we at.
listen, I think that because I am like unsure of exactly what I want, it makes me not want to go after somebody because I don't want to like lead anybody on or like go after them and talking to them and then cut them off in the next week. And then be like, well, you started talking to me and then you just cut me off. Like, I don't want to like start something that I'm not sure if I can finish.
But but you put all of that pressure onto a man though. If he was to say something to you and he was like, oh, I don't want to talk. Oh, but you start talking to me. Why I gotta be like that? But you feel like you could just
It's
change
easier. I think it's easier for me to cut somebody off if they try to talk to me.
If they're pursuing you,
yeah,
it's easier. You like, well,
I tried it didn't work. Oh well, bye. I don't know.
But is easy working?
Is he working?
It's easy. You said it's easier.
Oh,
easy working.
I don't know, cause I just cut everybody off for no reasons, and then I just be like, "Ugh, I'm tired of you. Go away." I think I get tired fast. Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I would block everybody. Like I need to stop.
All right, I got another question for y'all ladies. I see. All right, we were talking about, you said, Reese, about something making it official with somebody or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When do you let your former person know that you are in something with somebody else, or that you are like dating somebody else when they still want to date you?
You let that person know when you think it can get serious with the new person. Because what's the point in telling the old person if you don't know what's going to happen with the new person? Then you're going to be telling them about a new person every time it's a new person?
But why? So my thing is like, why is it you have to not tell or say something about what you're doing because you're not with a person no more?
It's more of a unwritten kind of rule that you just don't tell the other person, because like
I think
I
it
know like
depends on what y'all got going on too.
Yeah, like what kind of level are y'all on? Like, are y'all still talking or y'all just friends? Do y'all plan on getting back together but y'all dating other people? It depends on what the situation is.
I'm just asking. I saw it on a podcast, but they were like, you know how a lot of relationships end, but they don't fucking end. And you not with a person, but they still like have some type of feel like they have a claim on you.
Absolutely know that.
Yeah.
Recently went through it like 2 weeks ago. Like what? What? And I hate when my, when I express how I feel, what I'm saying, and then you just like, oh yeah, no, that's not happening.
Just because
Then
we
crazy
broke
will
up
come
don't
out.
mean you single.
Exactly.
That
Those
mentality,
exact words.
that
Those exact
mentality,
words.
that mentality
I
is
mean,
what
but we
I'm
ain't
talking
really
about.
break up. What?
Just because we
Y'all
broke
sound
up don't mean
crazy.
you single, nigga.
Y'all sound crazy.
That's the mentality.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
we need
said
to
we was
put that. We
breaking
need to
up,
put
but
that
that
on the
ain't mean
shirt.
we was breaking up. What?
That goes on the shirt.
Listen,
No,
for real.
That
For
goes.
mm-mm.
real,
Nah,
yo.
that's crazy.
I'm not, I said
You're
this shit.
crazy.
Let
Ain't
me
Let
it
me
tell
just
you
tell
crazy,
you
something.
something.
Reese? Ain't it crazy? But that's what I'm talking about.
Fuck
Fucking
that.
that shit crazy. Don't try that
Us
shit
because
That
on
we
me.
goes in
broke
the
up
shirt.
don't mean you fucking single. You are not single, nigga. Stop playing. You can go on a date.
Run, get
That's
your
it.
life. Get your life. You break up, you're single.
That has to go. Q, you got it. You wrote it down.
Nope.
If one person in the relationship says, "Hey, we are not together anymore," if the other person disagrees,
That's what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
it's
Everybody
not your
has
no.
everybody
You're
has
broken
their
up.
opinion, okay? Just because you say it's
It's
over
not
don't
an
mean that I'm
opinion.
fucking
If
ready.
one person in a relationship says, "Hey, this is over,"
Right.
then it's over.
And
Thank
you
you.
saying
Okay?
it's over and I'm saying it's not. How you go? First of all, we gotta work this shit out. We are not in agreement on this. We are not on agreement. We gotta
Yeah.
work this shit
We
out.
don't have to be on agreement, but
What you
you're
mean
Right.
it's
single.
over? What you mean it's over? No, 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 no. You're not single.
You know exactly what I mean when I say it's over. That means you are free to go date other folk. I'm free to go date other folk. That's exactly what
You
that
can
means.
date other people and we gonna still date each other. The fuck?
That's fine, but we ain't in a relationship.
If I need you, you better bring that ass home.
And I may do that. The loyalty didn't stop. The relationship did.
Well, as long as you're still loyal, thank you.
Uh,
Loyalty is important.
So again, like I was saying, Reese. Oh no, how do you tell a person that the relationship is and you moved on? You like that's what I'm saying. You gotta be in a serious relationship to be like, look, I'm fuck,
No, you don't have to be in a serious relationship to tell the other person, but you at least want to make sure that it's going to work, and
And
especially if
last.
it can cause conflict,
or why?
because then you stirred up all this conflict, and then it doesn't last with the other person anyway.
But
And
how
then
am I?
a few
How am
months
I?
later, it's like, all right, well, here's a new person again.
But how? Okay, but how am I still emotionally responsible for you, and I'm not with you no more?
That is the $1 million question.
I don't think it's because
Fuck.
it's like
Oh, oh,
like a
your
parent,
feelings
right?
hurt that I got another new girl. Oh, what the fuck that got to do with me?
But it's like okay, so like you like the mom and dad, right? Y'all have a child. Like you know how you always the parents are always like, okay, don't keep bringing all these different bitches around the child, right? Like bring the one that you are like seriously with, because you can be dating and fucking a lot of people, but if this
Right.
one that you like serious with, then okay, this is the one that you're serious with. But you don't want to keep saying, hey, I'm talking to this person, hey, I'm talking to this person, oh, I'm dating this one,
Right.
and
So
every
there's
fucking
been
month is
plenty
a
of
new
times
one.
where I just start texting people, don't have no plans on meeting up. So why should I have to say, hey, well, I'm talking to this person
I'm
because
not
I
talking about
know
if you.
it ain't
No,
gonna
I'm
be,
not
you know what
talking
I'm
about if
saying?
you just text the person. But I'm saying like it shouldn't be never a point where it's I gotta hide whoever the fuck I want to be with whenever the fuck I want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ain't talking to nobody serious, I could show up with a different girl every day if that's who I'm with every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because
No,
it can
I
cause
agree. I don't think anybody should. If you're talking to somebody or whatever, keep that. Be out, be free, do whatever you want.
I mean, when I tried that shit, it backfired.
That was you.
It backfired on me real bad. And then even after that, it was still, a conversation like, oh well, you you know, I didn't take that as that. Like,
How many conversations is one required to have before you don't have to say talk anymore?
I think that some people just assume that the other
No,
person
I'm not fucking
will be
assume. I'm talking
like
about when
mad
you
or
had the
like anything.
conversation.
It's situational.
I'm talking about when you had the conversation. That's what I'm talking about. Like, look, we already talked about this shit. Like, we are not together. Like, we might be cool, but we're not together no more. So I'm live my life.
You have to
But
have
I
that
think
you're gonna
conversation
have more
actually quite a
conversations.
few times, I believe, in my opinion.
How many conversations is a person owed once you then said it?
I think it definitely depends on the situation. I think it definitely depends on how the conversation is had. Are both of y'all conversating, or is the person just saying, "I'm doing this"? Like, how is it? Are y'all both communicating with each other? Like, what's going on? Is everybody understanding both sides of the situation or whatever?
Right.
I've had both where it was, a civil conversation, where it was an argument, where it was ended at a okay, well, fuck you type of thing. And I still have to have those conversations, which sucks because I feel like when I still have to keep having those conversations, you're pretty much like, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. And I said we this,
Doesn't
but
doesn't
no,
that
because I said
doesn't
we not.
right? Doesn't
So
that push you away from the person?
it absolutely puts you away from the person. It makes you not want to be friends. It makes you not want to, continue any kind of communication because you're not respecting my feelings. You're
Right.
not taking what I said into consideration. You're like, yeah, that's what you said, but that ain't what's gonna happen. And only
Right.
it can only be one crazy person in a relationship, a situationship, whatever it is. Only one
That's
crazy person. You did have two.
I just think that if both sides are understood, because it can't just be one sided. Like, this person is getting their feelings out. Like, oh, I'm talking to this person. I'm moving on. Da 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 da. And if you're not hearing or understanding and not assuming that the other person is upset or like mad or whatever the case is, like they probably don't even give a fuck. But if you're not even giving them a chance to like have any kind of word in of the situation, maybe they talking to somebody else. You don't know, but are you? I don't know. I don't know. Shit.
I mean, but that's different. That's someone assuming that they can't talk to you about talking to other people or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know, I'm
But
talking like
I think
actually
that's where
having the
a lot of this
conversation.
conversation is coming from, because instead of people just going and having a normal regular conversation, they just assume that the other person is going to be upset or going to be mad or
Or that you can't bring somebody
whatever,
around when it's
or they're not
like,
going to understand or
I,
whatever.
I'm talking about when you've had the conversation multiple times, and then the person still feel like that you owe them something.
I don't know.
then that means that it's probably a long-standing situation, or it was deeper, like it wasn't just sex or something like that.
But
Because
I'm
that's when I would say that you owe that person to, like, hey, you need to find out this from me first.
if you're
You know,
if my partner tells me that they are done with the relationship, how can I then say no? You're not done with the relationship. Ain't that
I
like
mean, because I've been on both
abusive?
sides of the fence.
But
I mean,
man,
Because
I
when first
I can't
girlfriend, when
say
she broke up
no.
with me,
I
I was
can't.
like, she ain't broke up.
I can't.
that was definitely a
Ain't that
joke
some
I was
type of
saying.
abuse? I can't say when I'm in and out of a relationship, I'm finished with this. No, you're not.
That's some crazy shit.
What?
But no, like when I said that just because we break up don't mean you single, that was a joke. We can definitely get that on
No,
the show.
that's
That was
going
a
on the
joke.
shirt.
I have never told
That's going on
nobody
the
that,
shirt.
but that was funny as shit. I might tell the next person that
I,
we're trying to
I
break up.
absolutely have told someone that, like,
With a
if I feel like
hashtag and I
if
put it
you
on the
want to
shirt.
break up and I feel like we ain't breaking up, then I'm gonna tell you we ain't breaking up and we about to fix it.
Right. We gotta fix
And
this.
that is what it is. Cause where you
That
going?
is
Cause why
Because
we
I'm gonna
breaking
mess
up?
up
Is
your
it
life
something that we can't?
for at
Is it
least a
something that we
year.
can't be? is it something that we can't fix? Like, why are we breaking up? What's happening?
I don't like it no more.
Well, no.
But why?
You not liking me no more
But
can
why?
get fixed.
But why?
Like, so like it's so if they ask like why? Like
But
why?
But why I don't like you no more?
What would make you not like
why you don't like me no
anybody?
more?
Like just to break up like just like
fall
that?
out of love with me.
Because you don't.
I can get my shit together.
Because you fucking don't understand why I don't like you. I don't fucking know. I don't like you no more. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Cause you could be like, shit, I don't like that you keep fucking leaving dishes around, leaving your shoes around, or I don't like how you come in the house and not get in the shower from your all day body.
But why? But how? My thing is, I guess as a man, like, if a woman was to say that, oh, I don't want to, I'm not going to be like, oh, what about me? I could change. Like, if you don't want to be with me, all right, that's fine.
No, I feel a little different.
I feel like better than me.
I feel like, if it's something that I can change to make a relationship that I want work, then I'll do it. It's different if I'm just like, I'm just here, then if they're like, oh no, we can't talk no more, we're breaking up, and I'm just like, okay. But it's
not that they're saying it's not that they're saying like why so that y'all can fix whatever y'all got going on, but why do you not like me no more so I can know what I did to do better for the next person.
Right, because
why the fuck you coaching? Why are you coaching your ex for their decks? Fuck out of here.
Why not tell me what I did wrong? That don't make sense. So you don't want me to better, or you don't want the person to better as a person because you don't want to better them for the next person. If they wasn't for you, why they can't be better for someone else?
But what I'm saying is, you're assuming what my dislikes are, what the next person's dislikes are. Like that don't even make I'm not gonna build myself, or I wouldn't want my woman to build herself based upon what the last nigga liked or didn't like. You know what I mean?
I absolutely get that.
So, like, I'm like, if a chick start talking about, oh well, my last nigga, hey baby, like cut that immediately. I don't care what that nigga like. I'm not him.
I agree with you.
I don't think that they should change their whole self just because you said this, but it's just important to know about how you like with me. I'll tell the person what I don't like. Maybe that will better them for somebody else, or maybe that will change something in them. I don't know, but if you ask me why, I'm gonna tell you why, because there's a reason for everything.
I think for me, it would be like, I want to know, because like I said, if it's something small, I can fix it. Y'all already know, especially y'all know my last relationship broke up off a bunch of just petty, stupid stuff that could have easily gotten fixed. And it didn't. That was the road we chose, not to fix the stupid things. But, you know what I'm saying? If we would have changed those stupid things, it probably could have worked. You don't know. But we waited too long to see. It was too much damage that had been done. So yes, if somebody's like, oh well, I don't want to talk to you no more, and I'm just like, if it's some, like I said, if it's somebody I will actually could see a future with or something, of course I'm gonna be like, well, why? And I'm asking for myself, because you might just say, well, your feet stink when you come home from work.
Yeah, okay.
Let me make sure that I throw these shoes away. It can be something simple that can make us get back on track. And I'm so for fixing little things.
Right.
But
little things that you ask me to change won't save me. If you tell me you want me to be a fat girl, I can't change that. That's something we would have to like.
We gonna have to break up. Ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to break up. I can't help you with that.
But what I'm saying is,
it's something that I can help with. If you like, yo, I want you to look fine every day of the week, I'm gonna look fine every day of the week, even when my feet hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
what I'm saying is, if a person is trying to break up with me for something petty, that it would easily be able to change, and they didn't communicate with that, I don't want to be with them either. So fuck out of here.
I feel like you, or maybe all men, I don't know, I haven't dated men or a man in a long time, just give up so easy.
It's not
I
about
feel like
giving
not
up.
even just men.
No,
It's
I'm
not even
saying
just
no.
men. I think that it's a lot of people that just give up so easy. It's like I'm willing to lose you versus changing this because you know you're upset. And then it's not that the person probably don't want to break up, but which the thing that they want you to change, even whether it's petty or not, is important to them. It's like you don't want to change that. So you're pretty much telling me you know like fuck me already. So if I'm telling you I want to break up off of something that's petty, it's because I feel like you're already telling me fuck me. When it could just be a lack of communication and everybody
again,
could just
like
communicate properly.
like I said,
And
if a person, my thing is if they were like, oh, I don't want to be with you no more, versus communicating with me what the problem is. You know what I mean? If you already took it to the extreme as, oh, I don't even want to be with you because of something petty, versus saying, hey, look, this is not, I don't like this or something like that. You know what I mean? If you already jumped there, if like I actually think about like last week, we talked about, and Q linked the clip in the top where we talked about the guy that wanted to leave his 2-year relationship because the girl didn't come home immediately. I'm like, if you gonna jump to leaving the relationship over this, you know what I mean? Like, that's petty, and I don't want to be with a person that would do that.
But it's petty to the opposite person, but to the person is not petty. It's not petty to the person that is happening to. It's something that's important to them. So just because, and that's the thing you got to realize. Something that's petty to you might not be petty to me. So that's where that communication come in, where you got to be like, well, listen, like, yes, it's petty to you, but to me, it hurts my feelings. So why is it okay for my feelings to be? We can go and post our pictures, post our vacations, post when we look cute. I post when I look a mess too. But you get what I'm saying? Like that's what it's for. So you're not gonna sit up here and you know what I'm saying? Like, no, post whatever you want on your page. I'm never going to tell somebody not to post something on their page. And especially because if I know you personally, then I already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I know so many people that hate for social media.
Yeah.
Oh, my husband this. Oh, my wife this. Oh my gosh, we're so happy. And both of y'all fucking cheating. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all just got over an argument, but you got to post on social media because you're so pressed for everybody to see that y'all so happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing none of that. I think it's all stupid. Social media is just that. You post, you leave it, you go on about your day. Because I remember back when I had my Instagram, I still have my Instagram, but back when I was really more social on it. Like I used to be on it all the time, posting. You know how they used to do those games where like you post people and rate them. Like we used to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But and then I used to be like, when me and Kiki had first started talking, I was like, man, if she ever get a Instagram, I'm gonna delete mine because
he's so my type.
And that's your type, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely your type.
That's my type.
That's definitely her type, right?
Listen. I be thinking everybody gay though. That's crazy. I'm so mad. Anyway, so I got one more thing in closing, y'all. So just a question. So what kind of lesson did y'all learn in this whole like 2020? Because you know the year's about to come to an end. That shit was quick as fuck. But like, what's one like?
Oh, what the fuck?
Huh?
I think this is the longest year.
It felt long and quick because I had some long ass days, but then I had some quick ass days where I would like blink my eyes and the shit was over, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then we got like how many weeks into the new year?
3 or 2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You got
but,
one. You got one stimulus one time. Well,
Right?
most people got 1,200 one time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, extra
But then
question.
I know, like other places, huh?
I said they said we supposed to get another one before the year out, but we ain't getting it.
Sure or not. And then I know like in other places they was giving them like checks like weekly and shit.
Weekly.
I'm not
Canada.
sure. I just heard about it.
No, Canada. Every week, every 2 weeks, it was like $2,000.
Yeah, that shit crazy. I need to move to Canada. It's too cold there.
What
But
was your question?
like what was a life lesson that you have learned in this whole 2020? So like for me, I have learned like to love myself more. And as I say love myself more, I mean like self-care more, love myself, because I will find myself running around to like please other people and things and not like too much worried about myself. And then also to like express myself more, like as far as how I feel toward people, like, and not like if I love you, I'm gonna tell you I love you, like all the time, like every day when I talk to you from now until like, and I've been doing that, but then like certain people I'll be like, what, is it weird if I say I love you, or like what they gonna think or whatever? But if I genuinely love the person, I'm definitely gonna say it. And if they don't say it back, like it's fine. But just because people are leaving this earth and like you not even like my friend, I loved him, but I never even told him I loved him. Like, so I'm going to continue to express myself and how I'm feeling. I'm trying to be at peace with everything and have learned to be at peace with everything just in these last 2 weeks. Like, yes. So, yeah, that's it.
I think for me, I guess I would say the biggest lesson I learned this year was anything can happen. I never thought that I would live through a pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
but yet I am. Sorry, y'all. I never thought that I would live through a pandemic. I am. I didn't think that I would, I don't know, be able to do, I don't know, quite a few things that I'm actually doing. I didn't think that I would be able to, successfully get it done, and I have. You know, so yeah, yeah, that's just what I learned.
Well, I was thinking about this year, um, and realized our generation, well, my generation at least, we went through everything. We went through the crack epidemic. We went through the AIDS epidemic. We
Mm-hmm.
went through mass incarceration of Black people, uh,
Mm-hmm.
police brutality. We lived through 9/11. We
Mm-hmm.
lived through Hurricane Katrina. We lived
Yeah.
through the pandemic. We lived through
We've been through
fucking,
a lot.
yeah, we went through a lot. They about to let us know aliens is real.
Yep.
Uh,
I like the
And
alien.
the aliens is coming, you know what I mean? So maybe they did build the pyramids, who knows? But um, yeah, 2020, I remember going into the year say we're gonna see things clearer, and I think we definitely did.
Yes.
Um, like
I think a lot of people that like us, like even though we weren't affected as badly as other people, I think even if we were, we would have kept a bit of a positive mindset. And I think a lot of people, it was just like, oh my gosh, we can't do this no more. Oh my gosh, I don't have this. I don't have this. And then that negative energy just kept on going downhill, you
Mm-hmm.
know, versus, okay, well, it happened. I can't do anything about it. What can I try to do to fix it?
Mm-hmm.
well,
And I think
I just
that's what
know
went wrong with it.
trying to be as empathetic as possible. Like it's definitely people who, through no fault of their own, who did everything right, got wiped out by this.
Mm-hmm.
And thus far, there's been no relief to come. So
And it's people that
through
started
no fault of
moving
your own,
pandemic
you've
that
been
had to
totally
close
wiped
down.
out.
Yeah, it sucks for sure.
So and just to see that it's still like it's still not a plan really. in place as far as that. If we have shutdowns again, it would be because of the amount of beds that's available, and they've had fucking 8 months to make more beds available. You know what I mean? So like, and it's just how we gonna have in. Oh, also the Earth shifted. The Earth shifted on its axis, so that's why a lot it's been shifting. But that's why, and the North Pole is moving. So we're living through a lot of change right now. Like that's why like the seasons seem to be off. I've been saying it. I don't know if y'all remember. I was like the seasons seem to be off. It's been coming out that the Earth has shifted some on its axis, and the North and South poles are starting to move. The North and South poles swap every few hundred thousands a year. We don't know what that does to our ozone and all of this stuff, but it seems like it may be underway right now. So, yeah, that's something else to look forward to.
Craziness.
The zombies gonna be next, y'all. It's just
listen, if the zombies come, bitch, I'm just gonna be dead. I ain't got time.
The aliens is coming.
I mean, we lived through everything else. I feel like we'll survive the zombie apocalypse.
If it's the slow zombies, yes. If it's the fast ones, no, bitch, I'm gone. Just shoot me.
We'll see, because they about to make everybody get the vaccine.
I'm not getting that shit.
They're about to make everybody get the vaccine, so you ain't going to be able to fly on the airline. You may not be able to eat in a restaurant, and a private industry will be able to terminate their employees if they're not vaccinated. So,
which I think is crazy. I feel like there's a lot of people that want to take the vaccine. Let them take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if once you take it, you ain't supposed to be able to get it no more, right? So let them take it. And everybody else, we can go ahead and risk ourselves.
Well, I think a lot of people like yourself should have immunity. You should be able to do an antibody test if you already had it. So I think that's.
No, I know somebody that had it twice.
I actually believe I had it twice.
I mean, but if you want the zombies to come, give everybody a vaccine that was rushed. Nobody knows what the fucking side effects are. They're using the fact that one of the Fauci was saying that one. How do you feel that one of the lead researchers in creating a black vaccine is an African American woman? Can you look up her name?
It's still a no for me.
I'll
go for mama here over and did the vaccine.
I'll trust my people more, but I still don't want it.
I don't want to take it.
But that might be one of the big things as far as new businesses saying 100% of our employees have corona vaccines, or different stuff like that. We'll see. But that's what I learned in 2020. Aliens is real, and we lived through everything.
Yeah.
Do anything.
I'm a little looking forward to the aliens though.
Me too.
Q, what's up with you? What you learned this year?
Can't take everything. Can't take life for granted. I know. That's one thing I learned.
Yes, that's important. All right, well, we're checking out, guys.
Yeah.
All righty. We is out. Peace, love, and positivity.
Episode
160.
Hey, 160.